Hey, I heard that Harley is doing away with the Road King standard. I hear there's only going to be, now this is rumors, I don't know this for a fact, but I hear there's only going to be the Road King Special. And that they're doing away with the 107. And basically, from what I understand, all the bikes are going to the 114. Not sure if I like that too much or not. I have the Road King Standard 107. I think it's a great bike. Why they would want to get rid of the standard Road King, I'm not sure. It's been around since the early 90s. So it's been part of their lineup for a long time. And I know it's got lineage going back, way back, even further than that. So why does Harley want to get rid of the Road King Standard? I don't know. It almost looks like to me like you got the Road Glide Standard. It looks like to me that they're kind of trying to get away from the standard and go more toward the specials, like the Road King Special, which you get different options. I mean, not too many more options. You do get the 114 and maybe some different color schemes and things of that nature, but not sure why they want to do away with the standard and the 107. I think the 107 M8 is a great motor. I've ridden the 107, of course, because that's what I have, and I have also ridden the 114 Road Glide. And to be honest with you, I didn't feel a whole lot of difference in power and torque. I mean, there is some, but there's not a great difference when they're stock. Now, you can take the 107 M8 and you can go up to 3 stages on it. We all know that. You can increase your horsepower, you can increase your torque in all those stages. It depends on where you want to be and what you want to do. Mine, like I said, I've done the exhaust. Did away with the crossover pipe, had it tuned, and I believe I gained like 5 horsepower when I did that, and I went up to, I think, 102 foot-pounds of torque, which is plenty for me. So I got this graph somewhere around here, but I don't know where it is exactly right now, but that's pretty close to what happened when I changed the exhaust. I mean, I had plenty of power. I mean, I could cruise down the highway 100 and whatever miles an hour I want, and I have no issue getting there. I have no issue passing traffic on the 107. I have no issue with it whatsoever. But getting back to Harley, doing away with the Road King Standard, Classic, whatever you want to call it. Not sure why they would want to do that. I'm not sure why Harley would want to limit their lineup. I'm not sure about that. Maybe because they want to force you more into the higher priced bikes, because I mean that's definitely what's going to happen if you take away the Road King Standard. Excuse me. If you take it away, then you're going to have to buy the Road King Special, which I believe is probably anywhere from $5,000, $6,000 different in price, starting out. So, I mean, that's a lot of money. To me, it is. You know, if I were to trade this in, I'm sure I would get a good deal on trading it in. But if I were to trade this in for a Road King Special, I'm probably looking at having to spend fork out of my pocket $15,000 more, because they probably would only give me about 16 to 20 grand for this. Not sure exactly how much. I think the last time I checked, this was going for about, you know, when I called up just to see what they would give me for it, and they were talking, well, anywhere from 16 to 20. So of course I wouldn't take any less than 20. So there's that. Are they trying to do away with the standards like in the Road Glide and the Road King to just get you to buy the special? I know a lot of people do want the 114 engine. Maybe they're going that route. But, I mean, hey, you could put a 114 in the standard. I mean, I like the classic look of the Road King. I mean, it's basic. I mean, I did put the Batwing on and the stereo and all that just because I liked how it looked. And I, of course, wanted the stereo. You guys see me talk or heard me talk about this in other videos. So I do like the Batwing. But other than that, the standard, the headlight it has on it, the classic headlight, the classic lines, the classic look of the bike in general, I like. Now, I'm not saying I don't like the Road Glide, because you know you've heard me say on this channel before, I will eventually get a Road Glide. I do like the Road Glide. It's not, I mean, there's difference in the handling in the Road Glide, especially when it comes to the batwing or the fairing. On this, of course, it moves with the forks, with the handlebars. On the Road Glide, it doesn't. You all know that. And then when I rode it, it was kind of strange. But you know what? To be honest with you, I was looking at it pretty close the other day. I was slipping through some and looking at the colors, different colors and things like that. And the more I looked at that shark nose, or whatever you want to call it, on the Road Glide, it kind of was putting me off a little bit. I'm like, you know, the more I look at that, I don't like it. I like the more of the Street Glide, the more of the batwing fairing than I do that. It just seems like it has this big nose out in front of it. And I don't know, I'm starting to kind of, you know, I really wanted one real bad. And now I'm kind of getting where I'm like, yeah, do I really want that? Do I really like that big nose out in front of me? I don't know, not sure about that yet. I'll have to keep looking at it, thinking about it. But getting back to where I was saying, you know, why would you want to get rid of the Standard? I mean, the only conclusion I can come to is they're pushing you more toward the specials, and they're pushing you up the ladder because they want to force you, my opinion, to buy a more expensive bike. And to me, that hurts Harley. It's going to hurt Harley. Now you take Jap bikes. I can get a fully dressed, if you want to call it bagger, Vulcan, Kawasaki Vulcan, with the trunk, the bags, the fairing on the front, stereo, everything. Just basically load it, and I can get it for $17,500 to $18,000. But you know, you try to get the Road Glide, you're not gonna, you know, yeah, you're gonna pay a lot more money than what I would for the Jap bike. So, like I've said in other videos, I think Harley's hurting itself with its pricing. I mean, and I think that's what they're doing by trying to get away, like from the Road King and certain bikes, the standard bikes. They're trying to get away from that because they cost less and they want to push you more toward a more expensive bike. And it's just ridiculous in my opinion. I mean, you can go get the Road Glide Special and pay $35,000, maybe even more. I mean, that's a car. I mean, you can get a car for that. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my motorcycles, and I'd rather have a really nice motorcycle than a really nice car. I mean, that's me. People are into cars. People are into motorcycles. I get that. I mean, I have a great truck, you know, and I love my truck too. But I mean, I just don't. I don't understand why you would take the Road King out, standard Road King out of your lineup. It's been there so long. It's a proven bike. It's a very, very dependable bike. I know some Road Kings, even the older ones, even with the twin cam, even though they had a lot of problems with them, upwards of 100,000 miles. You know what I mean? I don't see where there's going to be any problem with me. Not sure what I have on here exactly now, but I have no doubt.
Holiday season when you had to.
Sorry about that.
At QAM.
I have no doubt that I can put 100,000 miles on this bike if it's properly maintained. I mean, let me see here. I have 12,967 miles on this, and it's running great. And I have no doubt that I can put 100,000 miles on this bike. Not saying that you can't put 100,000 miles on a Road Glide. I'm not saying that. But I know the Road Kings have a history of being real dependable, and, you know, you can put a lot of miles on. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand what Harley's doing right now. Kind of seems like, I know I've done other videos on this, and you guys are probably getting sick of me hear about it, but it just, yeah, I just don't understand what they're doing. I don't understand what they're doing with their pricing. Why would you get rid of the Road King Standard? Why would you get rid of the Road Glide Standard? I mean, the only thing I can see, the reason why they would be doing that is pushing you towards a more expensive bike to make more money. And that kind of puts me off because, hey, you got to have bikes out there for beginners. You got to have bikes out there for guys that are just starting out, that don't have that, money, younger guys that don't have that, $35,000 to spend. I mean, you're looking at, depending on what your credit score is, depending on how much money down you have, you can walk out of there buying a Road Glide Special, Road King Special, and having a $500 payment on a motorcycle. I mean, that's a truck payment. That's a car payment. I mean, that's and that's a lot for people to have. They got their wife's car they're paying for, they got their car they're paying for, they got their motorcycle they're paying for. You're looking upwards anywhere from $1,500 to $1,600 to $1,700, $1,800 a month just for your vehicles, not counting your mortgage and things like that, and your food and the crazy world we live in right now with everything being so high. So, yeah, I'm not sure what Harley's doing there. Getting back to the 107, I don't understand getting rid of the 107. I know from what I'm reading and stuff, well, people are leaning more toward the 114. Like I said, you can go stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 on the 107 and get exactly what you're getting out of the 114. But you could also go up in stages in the 114 too. I understand that. But you could do that with any of those motors. So, I mean, I'm sure it's it's not as expensive in the 107 as it is in the 114 to do the stage upgrade in the stages. But yeah, I'm confused. I'm lost in it all. I don't understand it. I hope to God it's a rumor, and I hope they don't do away with the Road King Standard, Classic, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's a great bike. There's not a lot of extra stuff on it. What I do have on there, I put on there myself. I do have the Air Ride I put on there myself. It doesn't come with the Air Ride. I wasn't super impressed with the shocks on the new Road King, but I did put the Air Ride on. It didn't cost me a ton of money. And it rides great. I don't understand. I know I keep repeating myself, but I don't understand it. And I'm hoping it's a rumor, and I'm hoping they're not going away, because they are a great bike for the price. I gave $22,000 for this one, and I'm sure they're higher now. I haven't checked exactly. I think they're starting out around 25, somewhere around in there. Correct me if I'm wrong. Put it down in the comment section. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. But I know, like I told you guys before in the video before, I went and was looking at the new the Road Glide Standard. I believe it was a standard. It might have been a special, but I know I looked at both, and it was just, they were both outrageous in price for the 114. And I'm thinking, this is ridiculous. How can anybody afford this? And well, there's people out there that's got money, deep pockets, but I don't. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand this. I bought this back in 2019, and I think pretty sure I paid $22 for it, and it's paid off now, so that's great. So I don't have a payment on either bike. Of course, I bought the Vulcan, Kawasaki Vulcan used. Of course, it's 2013. So I always like to have a backup bike. That's just how I am, because you never know when something's going to go down. It has to go in the shop. You can't fix it yourself, and then you're sitting 2 or 3 weeks or who knows how long without something to ride, and that we can't have that. We can have something to ride. And that brings me into another thing when it comes to Harley, and anybody actually, any Jap bikes or whatever, whoever. Why? I mean, why are you taking so long to repair bikes? Why is it taking you so long? I've heard of guys having bikes in the shop for a month, 2 months. I mean, that's ridiculous. It should not take that long to have a bike repaired. But anyway, I'll start rambling and start going on and on and on. But I don't know. Please, Harley, don't take away the Road King Standard, Road Glide Standard. Don't put us in a situation where we have no choice but to buy the Road Glide and Road King Special, which costs us a lot more money. And don't take our options away from us, because in today's day and age and world, the way it is, economy, inflation, we just don't have the money. People just don't have the money for that, And I think people will go more toward buying used bikes, because private sold bikes. I'm not saying going to the dealer and buying a used bike, because you're going to pay a fortune for it at the dealer too. So hopefully, Harley will see what it's doing. And kind of get it together when it comes to that. And like I said, hopefully they don't do away with the Road King standard. That's all I got today. Guys, do me a favor. If you watch my videos, even if you're not a subscriber, like it. Please do subscribe though. But please make sure you hit the like button. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the Road King standard, the Road Kings, or the Road Glide standard. Do you think they should take, Harley should do away with them? Do you think it should be just the specials and the 114? Do you think the 107 should go away? Let me know what you think about it. It kind of got me a little bit. I was thinking, man, why would you want to take my Road King standard away, man? It's a great bike. It's not a really outrageously priced bike. The 107 is a great motor. Other than the, I didn't have any problems with the motor. I had a problem with oil transferring from transmission to the primary, and they made a vent tube for that I put in myself in the primary. I've told you guys this before because I didn't want it to go to Harley and stay there for 2 months. But other than that, it's been a great bike, and I don't understand why they would take it out of their lineup. So leave it down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Do you think they really will take the Road King standard out of their lineup? Do you think the 107 is totally gone? I think the 107 is totally gone. I believe that's definitely going to happen. That the 107 is totally going to be gone. There's going to be 114 and everything. That's what I believe. But let me know. Put down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think that's going to hurt Harley. They're going more toward the higher end price bikes and doing away with the lower end price bikes. Yeah, I don't think I'd do that. Because like I said, the Jap bikes are cheaper. They're well made. The Honda's the #1 selling brand in the world, I believe, right now, and have been for a long time. I think Harley's like 4th down on the list. So, Harley's got to be careful what they do because they could really hurt themselves. Like I said, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about today's video, about the content today. Tell me what you think about the 107 going away, maybe the Road King standard, Road Glide standard going away. Let me know how you feel. Hey, you guys stay safe out there, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care now.